Today we're doing NFL player props here for the Sunday, September 11th slate. It's back, you guys. NFL is finally here. We saw the game on Thursday night, which was a tough go. Patreon plays, we did pretty well. I believe we hit 7 of 10 plays on Patreon for the NFL Thursday night football game, Rams-Bills. Completely horrendous game from the Rams. But we are back here, Sunday football. Games going on all day. We're doing 3 total player props that I do like here on this slate. Before we get started, though, there is a link in the description below of this video to sign up for PrizePicks. I'm now an official partner. You can use code TUFF, T-U-F-F, or hit the link in the description. They will match 100% of your first deposit. There is also a Discord link in the description, which is completely free, as well as a Patreon link. For example, this video, I'm giving 3 total player props that I do like for NFL Sunday slate. I'm also obviously going to do Monday Night Football, but for the NFL Sunday slate, 3 props that I do like. And for example, on Patreon, I'm going to give around 10, 11, probably around 12 props that I do like for the Sunday slate of the NFL. So go ahead and check that out. But let's get into it, you guys. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not gambling advice. These are just plays that I'm personally looking at making, hopefully giving you guys some insight and analysis and then help you guys make your own plays. But let's get right into it. So the first play that I do like, and again, these are going to be kind of unorthodox plays, but plays that I think have some significant value here and plays that I think obviously I have the best odds of hitting. But let's get into it. So the first one is going to be a receiving yards. I'm just going to search these. So many props. It's going to be Chase Edmonds. Over 15.5 receiving yards. I like the over on this one or more. Chase Edmonds just signed that big contract with Miami. Not a massive contract, but they paid him his money, right? Raheem Mostert is the backup RB, essentially kind of in for those rushing roles, but Chase Edmonds can catch the ball. You can see here last year when he was on, this is obviously the preseason game, he had 21 receiving yards against Vegas in minimal snaps. But last year when he was on, the Arizona Cardinals had games of 71 receiving yards and 29 receiving yards. Even taking a look at his game log here, he gets targeted. And this is, again, last year in the offense that was Cliff Kingsbury playing behind James Conner. James Conner got throw the ball quite a bit. But just take a look at these targets for Chase Edmonds here in the Cardinals offense. 6 targets, 9 targets, 4 targets, 3 targets, 4 targets, 4 targets, 5 targets, 8 targets, 5 targets, 4 targets. And then just 311 yards receiving. 43 yards, 29, 14, 49, 19, 19, 39, 71, 29. So each game, pretty much, he had more than 3 or 4 targets. He went well over his line of 15.5 receiving yards. But that's not even why I like this play the most. I like to play the most, obviously, because he's now the running back and a pass-catching running back in an offense led by Mike McDaniels. And what we saw Mike McDaniels do as the offensive coordinator last year, as the 49ers offensive coordinator, was do so many different things with those running backs. I mean, think about Deebo Samuel, for example. There's so many different creative ways he has to get his running backs and his playmakers open. So I just think, Chase Edmonds, they signed him to this role to be a pass-catching back, right? He can run the ball, but he's going to be a pass-catching back. He's going to be used Alvin Kamara-ish, in my opinion. 15.5 receiving yards seems pretty low for me, in my opinion. I think he gets 5 to 6 targets in this game. 15.5 seems pretty attainable for a player like him. I like the over on this one. I think it's some good value. I'm taking it more. 15.5 receiving yards for Chase Edmonds. The next one is going to be a receptions, and it's going to be Christian Kirk. If we can find him. Christian Kirk over 5 receptions here. Now, I think at bare minimum, we're looking at a push here for Christian Kirk, but I love this play here. We did 5 catches, right? So that's not targets. But dating back even to last season when he was on the Cardinals, not even a wide receiver 1, maybe even not even wide receiver 2 in that offense, had 3 games where he hit over 5 catches. And then that one preseason game, again, in minimal snaps, he had 5 catches, right? And taking a look at this, So Christian Kirk leads Jaguars in targets in the loss Saturday. Christian Kirk caught 5 of 8 targets for 54 yards in Jacksonville's 16-15 loss in Pittsburgh Saturday night. Kirk made his Jaguars preseason debut Saturday and featured early and often, catching Trevor Lawrence's first pass attempt of the night for 13 yards on 3rd and 5. Kirk was Lawrence's favorite target on Saturday, and with the money Jacksonville paid him this offseason, that shouldn't change once the games count. Kirk caught 77. I don't know where this is going now. Let's go back to it. Kirk caught 77 balls for 982 yards last season and should be a serious threat to exceed those numbers in his first year in Jacksonville. So in a preseason game, you guys, minimal snaps, obviously he probably played less than a half. He had caught 5 of 8 targets for 54 yards. Full game here in a game that seriously matters. And what I do believe to be hopefully a close game. I think Christian Kirk gets at least 5 catches in this game, probably 6, 7, even more than that. I think he's going to be a PPR machine this season. I like the over on this one. More receptions for Christian Kirk against Washington Commanders here, over 5. And then the last play, and one that I feel like I sneakily, like kind of sneaky found this, and that I'm surprised it's still here, is going to be Damien Pierce, and it's going to be over 12 rush attempts. Now, Damien Pierce, they recently cut Royce Freeman, I believe, the Houston Texans. Like Damien Pierce on the depth chart in all publications, he's the RB1 in this offense. Rex Burkhead's still on the team. He's obviously going to be, in a pass catching role, but Damien Pierce is going to be that runner, and he had a great preseason, really, really terrific preseason. Let's just look at this. I'm trying to search a player really quick. Let's just type it in, Damien Pierce, fantasy, if we can get this pulled up just live during this video, and just want to see some outlook from him on Fantasy Pros. Honestly, by the way, I love Fantasy Pros, guys. My favorite website just for injury updates and kind of just overall analysis, right? But you can see here, Damien Pierce listed as Houston's official starter, will be the RB1 heading into the season. He was heavily underutilized at Florida before being taken in the 4th round. They didn't cut Royce Freeman. They cut Marlon Mack, moving him to the practice squad. And if you guys do season-long NFL fantasy drafts, Damien Pierce was going in like the 4th, 5th rounds of some mock drafts I was doing. Pretty crazy, but 12 rushing attempts for an RB1 in an offense that, this game, Houston's better than people think, in my opinion, but I think he gets at least 12 rushing attempts in this game. He could easily exceed 12 rushing attempts in the first half, depending on how they view him as a bell cow. But for an RB1 that is officially an RB1, they got Rex Burkhead as the backup. I think they feed Damien Pierce early and often here. I'm taking the over of 12 rush attempts for him. I like this play. So these are the 3 total player props that I like for Sunday. NFL football, you guys. Chase Edmonds over 15.5 receiving yards. Christian Kirk over 5 catches or receptions. And Damien Pierce over 12 rush attempts. Again, these are 3 plays here. Patreon, I'm going to give probably total, including these 3. Obviously, will be on the Patreon. But probably total, I'm going to give around 15 plays that I like for Sunday. NFL football. So make sure you guys check out that Patreon link in the description. Again, hit that subscribe button, you guys. Drop a like on this video. And as always, let's have a great day.